Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shift it to the right, shift it to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. I got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of What a Horse. Mr. Jerry Williams here,
Yes.
hard working all week. How hard are you working?
Getting back into it pretty good.
Getting back into it real good now, huh? Well, I tell you what, if you're back into it, go ahead and do your gig, and then we'll see what we're going to do.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to where the 5 to 9 more than makes up for the 9 to 5. To where you check your troubles, along with your coat. And days are made, even at 10 at night. Welcome to the best time you've ever had, since the last time you were here. To old friends, new experiences, and forgotten cares. Welcome to where life moves at the speed of you. Welcome to Sam's Town Tunica Hotel and Gambling Hall by Boyd. Welcome to where you want to be.
Instead of telling you about an affordable communication service that will save you money for a rainy day, I'm going to let one of my clients from Columbia Dental Group tell you all about Host My Services.
You're not losing any service, your phone calls, you don't drop any calls, have any issues at all. They have the app where if you have an off-site person, they just have the app on their phone, they can use it from there. Like, you should definitely get a quote, because even buying a whole new phone system is cheaper than what you're going to pay for with Verizon or AT&T or anybody else through them. And the quality is great.
Just the customer service.
Customer service, I talked to him.
There's two things to remember when checking out Host My Communication Services. Number one is free analysis of your current communications cost. Number two is there's no capital outlay for the equipment. Two great reasons to call 931-581-4411 today and start saving for that rainy day.
Join the Duck River Watershed Society Spring Cleanup March 1st at the Normandy Dam boat launch area. Help protect the Duck River, home to more than 650 aquatic species and a vital source of clean water for over 300,000 people. Be part of something bigger. Enjoy free lunch, exciting giveaways, and the satisfaction of making a real difference. Special thanks to our sponsors for making this event possible. Sign up today and help keep the Duck River clean and thriving.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
Welcome back. A couple of fast announcements. The Fast Showcase will be March 13th through the 15th at Cooper Steel Arena. Contact Margot Urad at 214-769-7379. Start time is 6 p.m. each night. Ross Campbell, Wayne Dean, and Rod Slagle will mark the cards. Then March 27th through the 29th, the 57th National Celebration, or National Trainer Show.
Yeah.
Might as well be the celebration. Yeah, you know how many times the winner of the trainer show has won the celebration?
Oh, yes. There's
a bunch.
A
A bunch. That's March 27th through the 29th, Trainer Show. Contact Melanie Bryant at 931-639-3587 or D Cantrell 706-366-1011. Start time is 5:30. Judges Jeanette Balcom, Scott Beatty, and the Silver Fox, Bill Cantrell.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to wear him out. A lot of good things going on, and this weekend we're going over to Spencer Benedict's. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about some of his stallions in a few minutes, but there's a lot of things going on. We got a new Secretary of Agriculture, Brooks Rollins. They said she's from Texas and was raised on a cattle farm. So she's dealt with the USDA before.
Yes, uh-huh.
And I think I told everybody that a good friend of mine, I asked him about the inspectors that the USDA keeps talking about, but he said that he asked for a list, and he ain't got no list either.
Yeah.
So we got until what, April 1st?
Yes, sir.
That's just with everything that's going on, and of course we're still running the fast fundraising, and to me, that's important, Jerry.
Oh, it is important.
We can't afford to lose anything. We need to win every one of these court cases. They, it just it doesn't make sense to back up any.
No,
We
you got to
just,
keep forward, keep going, and with all this stuff going on, and keep supporting fast and all this stuff, and donate what you can to try to help keep this industry going.
Every dime helps.
Yes,
I mean,
it does.
everything, no matter what you do. We're talking about some of these, and I don't know nothing else to call them, but fly-by-night humane services that are out here. Humane Society of the United States changed their name to Worldwide Humane, I think, something like that. I'm not even keeping up with them because everything they're based on is not true.
Yes.
We got another company that's going around buying up horses, claiming, now, this is it. I had a guy call me and tell me that they will buy a sick or a lame horse that's got a problem.
Uh-huh.
And then they immediately want to say that it came from the walking horse industry. And they even put a picture out of a draft horse. And they had another one of a Clydesdale, claiming that they got them, saved them from slaughter after years of abuse. And I've never seen a draft or a Clydesdale show at celebration.
No,
Have you?
I ain't never seen one show at the celebration
I've
at
never
all.
seen them at no horse show.
No.
It just
Well, that's just people that's trying to fool everyone else, and if you putting that out for people that don't know nothing about the horses and don't know what a horse supposed to look like or whatever, you can fool them type of people with it because they're not educated on it.
that's a fact. I mean, if you're really telling it like it is. I mean, we've even had veterinarians come in here from other industries and look at our horse, and that's not what we were
That's
told.
right.
That's nothing like we were told. And I've had different people that well, you had the lady from California
Yes,
that come into your barn, and she said, well, this ain't what I was told.
That's right.
But people just, it just like that reporter up in East Tennessee. And if she had stopped to think about what she was saying, I honestly believe she would have realized how stupid it was, because it was one of the most stupidest statements I had ever heard made on a news broadcast. But she said they put bolts in their legs. Now she's talking about putting a steel bolt in a horse's leg.
Yeah.
And I've heard another one say, oh, they dip their feet in acid. Do they really realize what it would do?
Well, the thing of it is, Jerry, on situations like that is, people hear that. They have never seen it. You ask any one of the people that's protesting out there against the walking horse, against any breed of horse or whatever, and you ever ask them, have you ever seen that yourself? And they can tell you no if they tell the truth.
Yeah, most of them, you're
All
right.
this is hearsay.
Well, it's just like back when we did equine education.
Yeah.
Some of them kids have never seen a horse.
That's right.
But when Clarence Say was still around, glad I don't have to fight him anymore, But he would have them line up, and some of them be kids that he paid to protest.
That's right, and they ain't never seen a horse, don't know nothing about no horse.
Yeah, well, they don't. Some of them really don't want to know. There's a lot of stuff going on now on the internet that they're fighting a lot of things that are going on, and some of it makes you wonder if they really want things to be better, or if they're so used to things being the way they are that they don't want it to get better. I mean, that's what really bothers me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my phone. But it just, I mean, people need to realize that we're in a battle. We know that. We do have what I call problem children.
Yes.
But no matter what sport you're in, you're always going to have that one or two that tries to stretch the rubber band. And it's up to everybody to really look at what's going on and start saying, hey, enough's enough. And I'm just being truthful. Just look them in the eye and say, hey, we got a great horse. We know that there's quicker ways of getting there, but sometimes the way that takes a little longer is the best way.
Best way, that's right.
And back in days of wagon trains, now it would have been quicker to go right across that hill. However, it took longer, but it was a whole lot safer to go around that hill.
That's right.
And these are things we need as an industry. We need to look at first our horse. Look at the way these coats walk. And that's one thing we'll see this weekend. We'll see a lot of coats over at Spencer's. And there'll be a lot of good ones over there with natural ability. And I'm hoping that more and more times they start doing like some trainers that I know, and well, like you're doing, take a little longer. They don't have to show tomorrow. Take a little longer. Let them fall into it naturally and start going up. It's kind of like the video we did several years ago, from flat shot to performance.
Yes,
We know the horse will do it. Just work him and let him do it. Don't take the shortcut. Go for longevity.
That's right.
Let them stay around for years to come. And we've got that now with a lot of horses. We've got a lot of horses showing into their 20s.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one thing everybody just needs to look forward to.
One thing you can say about Tennessee walking horses, I mean, you'll see them 17, 18 years old, 20 years old, still competing with horses that's 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, and doing well.
And doing well.
Yep.
I mean, you take the Heisman. I mean, he was...
Oh, Lord. I love the Heisman now. But he's not the only one. There's others out there, Jerry, that just do. Golden Sovereign.
Yeah, that's
now,
right.
He was 20, I think he was 23, maybe 24 the last time he showed. And he could probably go show today.
Yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, it just, people needs to look at what we've got, look at how far we've come, where we're at, and where we want to be. And then take the steps to get there. And we'll be fine. This industry could come back because there's not another horse out there that can stand toe-to-toe with a walking horse and do everything that we can do. Even the thoroughbreds, they can run and they're fast, and they may run faster than our horse. But our horse will reach the finish line.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at it. You can, extreme cowboy competition, walking horses doing great. Endurance.
Yes.
Endurance horse. They flat walk another horse to death.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just look at what we've got, work for it. Trainers jump in there, everybody get on the same page, and I guarantee you this industry will thrive, it will grow, and we'll see them stands at the celebration back the way it was in the 60s and 70s. It'll be packed full.
And to show everybody else that a lot of this other stuff people talking about is just a blind out lie.
That's right.
You know?
Tell them, if they start in, say, hey, come on, I'll take you to the barn and buy you lunch on the way.
Wait, that's right.
Let them see. Let them see what goes on. Let them see how these horses are. I mean, shoot, you walk up to a stall and a horse comes to you, ain't nothing wrong with that horse.
No.
Not a thing. But I tell you what, Saturday we are going to Spencer Benedict's for his Stallion showcase, and I am looking forward to that. So here we go.
A lot of good horses there.
You got it. But I'm going to start off with Spencer's, but we're going to start off with one that he just lost, and I hate that. That Elzaro Star was a good horse.
Yeah.
And he really did well.
He got some good coats on the ground.
Yeah, he got some great coats on the ground. But he was born April 28, 2007, passed February 22nd, 2025. He was the 2013 World Champion Owner Amateur Gentlemen's and the 2013 World Grand Champion. Also the world champion 2014. But he has made
some real good shows and got some, like I say, got some good coats out there on the ground.
Got a lot of good ones. He'll be missed in the breeding barn, believe me. And right here's the man. I'm Copperfield. I remember I saw him at the show back when he was in Tunica, Mississippi. Winner of 26 blue ribbons, 5 world championships, 4 world grand championships, and 1 reserve world grand championship. He was second behind Walk Time Charlie.
Oh yeah. Over there, Rolling Ridge Stables over there. Ed Rowland got a coat by him. They say it was real good. I was talking to Austin, the horse trainer over there, and said he got a real good Copperfield coat that they started.
I tell you what, that Copperfield, I always liked him. He was one of these who was flashy, walk a hole in the ground, buddy.
Yeah.
Good horse. And of course, after Knox showed him, Kenny Compton started showing him and won several world championships and world grand championships on him. I'm sure some of his offsprings will be there.
Yeah.
And here's Geronimo. I'm not sure exactly what happened here. I know that he showed some and he did well, but then he quit showing and ended up in the breeding barn. But I heard that he got some kind of injury, but I'm not sure exactly what it was.
He sure got good well going.
Hey, he's a good horse. Of course, Janet Fostick, she showed him. I mean, the horse was a great horse.
I tell you what, you see that lady right there ride one, it's a good one.
That's it. She ain't gonna ride one that ain't good. That's a fact.
That's right.
That is a fact. Jose, it ain't so. You talk all day about this one.
Oh, that's a real good horse right there.
42 blue ribbons, 5 world championships, and he was world grand champion.
You know, and I done said this before, you know, that's the only horse to ever beat I Am Jose.
Yep, it is. The only one.
Yep. I tell you, over at Spencer, you're going to see a bunch of talented breeding studs out there. They've got some good coats. Going to have good coats out there.
You're going to see a bunch of them, I grant you. This one right here has done it all, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't win 42 blue ribbons in this industry unless you can flat walk.
Yep.
Lester H. Burns. Now, buddy, that's one. Two-time world champion and 3-time world grand champion.
Uh-huh. I tell you, that horse there got some good coaches out there. That's doing real good.
Yeah, real good ones. Spencer's he's got a good setup over there.
He does got a good setup.
Good lineup of horses. I enjoyed it over there last year because I mean they had everything. Everybody was there visiting, getting around. I believe this was the last time he showed, 2018. Then he went to the breeding barn. I could be wrong. If I am, believe me, somebody will let me know. But we're going to see offsprings from all of these horses Saturday. They'll be leading them around. And I'm assuming now, and I'm assuming this, they will be leading the stallions around. Marty McFly, 29 blues, 5 world championships, 5 world grand championships, and we're talking about open and amateur competition.
The final ride here on Friday night belongs to our 4-year-old world grand champion, and for 2016, that title belongs to.
There's again, you see that woman's name on there, Jenny.
Janice Boston. She doesn't have no bad one down, and she won her share
That's right.
on this horse right here.
Oh yeah, she did.
Casey Wright and Marty McFly in championship 4 to close out our Friday night with a 4-year-old title.
Get it done. Janice can get it done too.
Oh yeah.
She sets a good seat. Here's Mr. True Blue. Mr. True Blue had 19 blues, 2 world championships, and a world grand championship.
That's another real good horse.
Tell me about it. Jake does a good job of showing him. But I'm going to tell you someone I think is going to beat them all.
I bet you can tell me.
Hey, she's going to be in there, buddy. I'm going to tell you she is. There he is, your 4-year-old world grand champion. Tell you what, a little horse with a big attitude.
Yeah. With a big motor.
You got it. Flat, get it done. Boy, he can get it done. Right here is Omaha. That's another good one.
Yeah.
That for some reason he ended up in the breeding barn and doing well.
Yeah. That's a good horse.
He's a world champion. And I like that name.
You'll find their number at the top of all 3 judges.
Get one of his offsprings and name it Omaha this.
3-year-old classic blue ribbon. Here's Omaha. Scott Beatty makes the winning ride and campaigns the entry for Joe Barnes of Pigeon Forge.
Oh, Joe's on some good ones.
Oh yeah,
ain't he?
he have on some good ones.
Blue ribbon ride in our 3-year-old classic tonight. Shane Shiflett catches that winning moment for Omaha.
Here's putting cash on the line.
Yeah. That was a nice horse.
Oh, yeah.
I think this horse was showed in the state class one year with Rick Gilmer.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Sure did. I remember it well. But this one right here has carried both Taylor and Bolly to a lot of victories. Perfect Hawk.
The horse there threw a bunch of good coats out. made a real good living off that horse right there. I sold a bunch of good coats off of that horse.
Hey, it was a good one now.
Yeah.
And Pusher's Blackhawk was owned by Tommy Hercules. He was a big supporter of the walking horse industry.
All 5 judges are in agreement. It's a unanimous World Grade Championship.
See right there, Dobie Gray by the perfect top.
The owner and rider from Calhoun,
Yeah, Tomcat,
Yep.
wear the roses and the tricolors
off in the
tonight.
shade. I mean, he had a bunch of good ones.
Hey, he's done his share.
Yeah.
Our owner amateur 3-year-old World Grand Champion. Walking right out of the roses tonight.
Boogeyman horse.
Walking down victory lane. Congratulations.
And Jeff used to show in show pleasure class. Was a real
Yep.
good horse.
Sure was. And here is the Who. 47 Blues, world champion, world grand champion. Molly and Taylor both showed this horse a lot of times and did great. Matter of fact, Taylor showed in the canter class on this horse. But now the Who, he's a good one,
Yes.
a real good one.
You'll find the number 352 at the top of all 3 judges' cards tonight. That number belongs to the Who. Taylor Walters makes the blue ribbon ride for owner Kelsey Andrews.
That's a neat name for a
Oh, yeah.
horse.
California. Taylor Walters and the Who, our amateur 5 and over blue ribbon winner.
Tell you what, when you go back and you look at all these horses and what they've accomplished and what they're turning out in the breeding barn,
Yeah, you're right.
Spencer has put together an outstanding lineup.
Oh, he have.
And I don't want to leave Carrie out because she's right there beside him.
Oh, she's the backbone to that right there.
So
now.
she's the backbone.
Yeah, to that breeding operation now.
Well,
She's pretty
behind
good.
every good man, there's always a good woman.
That's right.
They just don't get the headlines like the man does. Carrie, we're going to give you the headlines today. All right, you're up.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This place, where you grew up, where your memories were made, and where your dreams were born, where your neighbors stop to say hello, and where you're always welcome to stay a while, where your Fridays are spent under the lights, and where Saturdays are made for the water, where you can feel good about a hard day's work and take pride in a job well done, where small business makes a big impact, and home is always a sight for sore eyes. And where the best things in life, well, the best things in life are the little things. Tullahoma Utilities Authority. Power in community.
Hey Tennessee, Ross Chastain here, the guy who likes to smash watermelons on the front stretch at Nashville Superspeedway. But you know what I never smash? Safety rules. Racing's all about control, and the same goes for life on the road. So use your melon and don't mix drinking and driving. It's like trying to race with a busted engine. Be a pit crew hero, and if you've had a few, pass the keys to a sober friend, because we're all racing toward a safer Tennessee, and we want you there at the finish line.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
Welcome back. I tell you what, we showed horses last week, but we're going to show them again this week. and talk of them. These are horses that the majority of them you're going to see again this year.
Yes.
Because the walking horse is the way they're trained and worked and everything. Longevity is what we're after.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of these horses that have shown, they'll be back this year, next year, and the year after. And right here is one that I can guarantee you, he's 3-year-old. Jerry, that horse just continues to get better.
You get better and better.
I know Missy and her husband are tickled to death with him because he's bred by a great breeder.
Well, if you know anything about these horses, you can see the way that horse is going. Everything is flowing on him. He's shaking his head. He's using his front legs, walking behind. And, I mean, he's just comfortable.
Timed up.
And timed up.
Dan's got a good string of horses out there.
Dan do got a good string of horses.
Wilhelm's one of them, but he's got some others. Several good ones. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything while this is going on. Number one, we're going to be talking about the judging. We can talk about how things are going to go with once we figure out everything to do with the inspection process. Yes. But I can say this, after checking around, show is not being decertified. And that was all over the place. Show's decertified. What are we going to do? What about the judges? What about this? Show is not decertified. And I, to be quite honest, I don't think our inspection process is going to change myself.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't feel that way. I feel like common sense will prevail. And if you put RDQPs inspecting next to the ones from USDA, it ain't going to take long to figure out that the DQPs are doing a better job and a more honest job.
Well, Show does a good job, and Curtis Pittman
does an excellent
doing
job.
a real good job, you know. So, I mean, I thought, they done a real good job.
That's a good horse right there. That Lady's Privilege. Thomas done a super good job with her. And those are, to me, the two best HIOs we got. Is Curtis Pittman's bunch now. I trust Curtis no matter what. And Show, I trust Show.
Yeah.
So, and those are the two that I hope end up doing the majority of the shows this year. I think mostly that USDA comes after Show because Show has the defense. They are defending the industry with their fundraisers and challenging them in court and everything, and I admire them for it. And some people really get in there and help them sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's it. You've got to have an avenue for people to show their horses.
Well, on my opinion, and opinion that like knows everyone have one, I just think that the government just picks a number and see who they're gonna pick on that year.
Yep.
Or whatever. One year over in East Tennessee, they was there every weekend checking horses.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next year they come and it was over in Middle Tennessee with Show, and so I just think it all depends on how they wake up that morning is what they gonna.
Well, it fits their agenda, Jerry.
Yeah.
In other words, if they want to make an example out of somebody, they can go do it.
Yes.
And there ain't nothing you can do about it. There's no battle in there. But now, since we've got the right to do process,
Yes.
things are going to be a little different.
That's a good
Cavender,
horse right there.
hey.
Yeah.
I got a mare that's fixing to visit him. He is, he's 3, 4, 5-year-old world grand champion. Now that's just about running the table.
Oh yeah.
I may be wrong, but I think Billy Gray's the only one that ever ran the table, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
And I believe he's the only man that ever won every division at the celebration.
May very well be.
Every open division, you know.
Pat was special, no doubt about it, buddy. He was special. This horse right here is special, too.
Now the 3-year-old World Grand Champion from 2022 is the 4-year-old World Grand Champion for 2023. It's Cavender at non-flanker. First to Marvin McDonald on the entry from Shelbyville.
That's a nice horse right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I've seen some specials going on, but I don't think it's a canter special. But I was told that was just for flat shot classes. I'm not sure if it is or not. I've never heard anybody just explain it. I do know that Woe has got it, and they're putting it out to boost up the canter, which I think I think that's a great thing. Because people need to realize we have 3-gated horses.
Yes.
Some of our horses honestly do not like the canter, and some of them got one of the best canters you'd ever want to see.
Yeah.
And I think their judging was that way too. 50% was the canter, 20% flat walk, 20% running walk, and 10% confirmation.
You know, back a long time ago, Jerry, every horse in the show canter.
Even the ponies.
Even the juvenile.
Yes, even the ponies.
Yes.
You didn't canter, you wasn't showing.
That's right.
But everything changes. If they started back to where really make these canter classes real popular again, everybody want a canter. That's Taylor Walters. That's why she wanted to learn the canter. She wanted to do it all. And here's a King Thane and Bob Adcock.
That's another nice horse.
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
is a good person.
Hey, I think world of Bob Adcock now. He's just a super good guy.
And I'll tell you something else about them horses of Bob. He gonna show them.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, he
gonna
go
show
every
'em.
weekend. It ain't like you see him only once a year or twice a year or something like that. I mean, he gonna show them.
If there's a horse show and it's a 3-night horse show, you're gonna see Bob all 3 nights.
Yeah.
If there's 3 horse shows in a row in different towns, you're gonna see him in every one of those towns. I do admire the people that really get out there and show and support this industry, because you can't beat them. And Bob Adcock is one of those people that shows every time he gets a chance.
Well, when a horse like that wins Horse of the Year, then you can really appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
you
see-
really can.
You see him all the time showing. He ain't show. He only showed one time. I mean, he showed multiple times
bunch
over
of
the year.
times.
And won.
Well, that's what it should be. You should go look at how many times a horse is shown this year, and then look at the caliber of horses he beat,
Yeah.
where all he was. Just like this one. He's shown this one a lot of times this year. And he shows them all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bob Adcock is the owner and rider from Lititz, Pennsylvania. Riding Horn of Maverick down Victory Lane here on Saturday night. It's our owner amateur 4-year-old.
that's what this industry is all about. I'd love to see it where everybody challenged everybody.
Yeah.
Just if they said, well, Born a Maverick showing up here in Columbia. Somebody else has got a good 5-year-old. Let's go test him.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the only way you can tell how good your horse
That's
is when
it.
you put him against the best.
put him out there against the best. Show against the best.
You get a big disappointment if you run him away from him, and then when you get to the celebration, you show against him, and you say, well, my horse wasn't as good as I thought he was.
That's it. But I'm going to tell you, the way things are now, people that they don't want to show against each other until the celebration. Hey, I'd get it out there. It's just like basketball. And I'm fixing to make some people from Kentucky mad, and if it doesn't come true. But Kentucky has put a whooping on Tennessee this year. Tennessee is ranked above Kentucky. If they play again, I believe Tennessee will beat them. Now, everybody from Kentucky, Rodney Dick. A bunch of them gonna say, nope, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, what you make you do is make you work harder.
Yeah.
So if you get beat by that good one, you know,
That's
you're
it.
going to turn around and work that horse and try to make sure you're on point when you show against him again.
That's it in a nutshell. And to be honest, this horse right here, we sat here all day and talked about the horse and the lady
Yeah.
riding the horse and never pay them an honest tribute. Because both of them are super. This mare is, I remember the first time I saw that mare show. And I could not believe that a 2-year-old was that good.
Yes.
But she was, and she's continued to be that good.
And I'll tell you something else, too, that people fail to realize is some of the people that have been in this industry for a pretty good while.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you take like Carol right there. I mean, she's been in this industry for a good while.
A long time.
You take Bob Adcock, you know,
Long
a
time.
lot of he's been in this business for a long time. He was
time.
telling me his dad was a horse trainer.
Yeah, it was. Sure was. I remember back when in my younger years, when Toby Green and Buddy Hugh were together.
Yeah.
I can remember when they split up because I went and worked at Buddy's barn for a while. And I used to ride the Louisiana state champion because she, on the way back, she kicked a hole in the back of the trailer and tore up her back leg. And I would exercise her, ride her around the back of the barn, trying to get her, get her better, but never could. But now that, Buddy, he would always, he really, really watched after the horses.
Yes.
Toby did too. Vic Thompson's another. People don't realize Link Webb's father.
Yeah.
We got people that been in this industry for, and some of the people that were in the industry, people say, is they really in this industry? And I remember we had one guy that was in this industry, ran for president of the United States.
Oh, yes.
So, shoot, we've had some good ones. Cecil Fielder,
Yeah.
baseball player. You've got those that are in here today that grew up in it.
Oh, yes, sir. You got a lot of older horse trainers around here now that's in this industry, that people that know, that train horses that won world championship, like Steve Dunn.
Yeah. Joe Fleming.
Joe Fleming.
Oh.
That's another good horse right there. Dale and Josh does a good job.
They do. They do an exceptionally good job. Truly do. Alan Calloway.
Yeah.
He worked at Toby Green's, or not Toby Green's, but Vic Thompson's when I went out there to break some coats. And that was years. We figured that out one day talking.
Yeah.
He said, well, but we did not know each other.
You take Dude Crowder.
Yeah.
Because out there was a good horse trainer.
Yeah. But back in the 70s, when I filtered away from the horse industry, the only thing I'd do is I'd go to shows.
Yeah.
Right here he is.
Oh, yeah, that's another good horse.
It's the medalist. That horse gonna be around for a while.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes I look back and I wish those years that I was not involved in, I'd go watch shows, but because I still watch shows is what got Water Horse started.
Yeah.
But when I came back and started talking to people, I can remember I called Billy Gray, I called Ronnie Spears, and I said, who do you think I ought to interview? Both of them told me the same person, Herbert Derrickson and his family. I was tickled to death for that young man this year. He had wanted it so bad.
He worked at it.
Yes, he did.
And his little brother's doing the same thing. He's working at it.
Sure did. you can't help but admire them when they do that.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I guess that's why, because these kids, I watch them, and I watch them grow up, and they just like, it means the world to them.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Ridge.
It ain't nothing like growing up in this business right here.
No.
You know, I mean, I grew up in it and going to horse shows and them all these people, you know, like you was talking about earlier and stuff like that showed horses and man, it just.
I remember shows years ago, like Belfast, when they didn't have a fence around it, they had a rope.
Yeah.
And then from there you go up to Columbia. Columbia used to have box seats all around.
Yeah.
And I mean, things changed through the years. And up there above where Champions Arena is, during celebration, there used to be the blacksmith shop was up there on the hill.
Well, I can remember when they didn't have the Cooper Steel Arena.
That's right.
And all that stuff, but you had
That
to
was
get your horse
parking.
ready.
That's
Yeah.
JC parking.
Mm-hmm.
It is, things have changed so much through the years, and now it's time for everybody to band together,
Yes.
work together, and let's bring it back. The walking horse industry is so good for so many.
You,
Right there's one. Space
yeah.
Cowboy. I like him.
Oh, I like him too. But you know, you take like Eli and all them. I would like to see them, you know, grow up in this business. If they turn out to want to be a horse trainer or whatever, have that opportunity to do that.
I would too.
Or whatever, you know.
Well, you'd be surprised. Now there's some that have grown up in it, gone on to do something else, but said, "Whoa, wait a minute," and come right back to the walking horse industry.
I tell a lot of people, it ain't nothing like growing a kid up around a horse or animal or whatever, and it keeps them out of a lot of trouble and makes them have a lot more responsibility.
Well, it does. I mean, kids, just like on TV now, there's a lot of different shows that has children with cowboys, horses, cows, everything, and that's good. A lot of kids, they don't have the. I feel privileged because I grew up in a time when riding a horse was, hey, something special. I used to ride a mule snaking logs out of the tree for my father and my uncle when they would go cut timber. And I didn't have no saddle on that mule, so I wouldn't do that again. that was rough riding. But hey, it was just the thought of being on an animal riding. It's a lot of fun. Used to race cars up and down 231.
Yeah.
Right there at Snell Road on a spotted horse, spotted pony. But I'd wait until they got up close to the fence. I'd take off and I'd beat them. I mean, that was talking about years ago. I'd love to see a lot of these kids have the type of memories that you and I have of growing up around these horses.
You know, I used to take horses to these behavior schools and exhibit a horse, you know. And I mean, when you first get there, all the kids talking and they don't want to be around. But before the end of that day, they was all about that horse and want to know about that horse.
This right here, I'm gonna make a prediction. Come celebration time, people are gonna be watching that horse.
Oh yeah.
And that young lady. I figure we'll see her at the trainer show.
Yeah.
That horse got the moves, dude.
Oh, he does.
Drive the car, make the ride. John and Jim Ryan, C3, Waynesboro,
That's a neat name, dude. Koufax. And I believe the Waggermans now own that horse by themselves.
Okay.
But right there is the jockey. Blaze Picard. Right here, Amateur of the Year. Rightly so.
Yep.
We've cut these down though from what they were, because that girl right there showed over 84 times. Well, she had 84 blue ribbon.
Yeah.
But look at all the divisions she showed in.
She does a good job at it.
Yeah, but now think of the memories she's going to have to tell her children.
Yes.
About what she did in this industry, how she went on.
I mean, as again, like I was saying earlier, you know, you'd love to see her grow up in this industry and keep going, you know.
Well, if there's one that will, I believe that's her. I don't believe she's going to budge. But then, you know, she's involved in the spotted horse too.
Yeah.
Jake has put her together a good lineup of horses. That's one thing that really, it makes it a lot of fun when you go out on a good one and have a shot. You know, you got a shot of winning every time you go out.
Well, Jerry, it's just like anything else. If you can afford it, do it.
You do it.
For your kid.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing about making your kid happy.
Nothing.
If you're a real parent or whatever, you're going to make your kid, and you want your kid to be happy.
That's it. I want to get it done.
You know, that's just like me, you know, with Jeremy there and stuff like that. I mean, ain't nothing for me to do to watch him happy, watch him win and do good at the morning there.
Right here, that young lady, 2025, going to be hard to beat on that horse. Because, buddy, he's got it all. Something special.
Yeah.
She sees a horse, she says, I want to ride that horse. I got to ride that horse. Let me ride that horse. All right, we got one more break to go to. I'm going to do it. We'll be right back after a small pause for our sponsors.
You done okay. You done
They did,
okay.
huh?
Yeah.
You gonna give me a pointer?
Yeah, I'll give you a pointer.
All right.
You know, you done all right.
The Tennessee Walking Horse is rapidly becoming the horse of choice when selecting a great ride for the family. If you're looking for a smooth, easy ride on the trail that will take you through hills and streams, or an obstacle course competition, the versatility of the Tennessee Walking Horse will stand out by showing its willingness to learn and its smooth, easy, steady gait through the course. If it's a competitive show horse you're looking for, the Tennessee Walking Horse is the perfect family horse by young and old. Whether it's flat shot or padded performance classes for an amateur adult or youth, a walking horse is the horse of choice. The Tennessee Walking Horse is perfect for every equestrian division. Also, remember one simple truth.
If you ride one today, you'll own one tomorrow. That's a fact.
Folks, this is where you send money to help in the legal fund to combat the new proposed rulemaking that the USDA released here a couple weeks ago. This is tax-deductible donation as fast as a 501c3, and be sure to put legal fund on your memo line, as this guarantees that your money goes exactly where you want it to go.
More of What a Horse coming up.
Hello, welcome back. Well, I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of colts going around. Going to be they'll be showing the stallions. They'll be leading them around, and they'll be showing some colts. I don't believe they'll be riding any. I know we're going to take a couple over there to lead, right?
Lead around,
and
get them used to being out and stuff like that. And
that's one thing I want to get them to where people see them, and get them to seeing people.
Yeah, getting out in the world and stuff like that.
But I know last year I went over there and got some good interviews, and he's got a perfect setup over there. He's got a breeding facility, a flat shot facility, and a performance horse.
Yes.
What more do you want? No matter what discipline you're in, you're there.
It's like an outlet mall right there. You can go from one board to another board and just go ahead and pick whatever you want.
I tell you one thing they could do. If they need a lead line division.
Yeah.
One, that'd be Allie Joe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She probably lead anything they got out there.
The walking horse on the avenue. That's what they can name it. Because they got all different divisions. You can go one spot and find all the divisions you want.
That's it. In the future, as we go forward, anybody want to see something special or have questions or anything, just let us know. We'll try to find out all the information we can. Right now, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes since our new Secretary of Agriculture is in there. I'm anxious to see what changes are made, and especially on the HPIs.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to finding something definite about them, and as soon as we do, we will share it with you. Any other thing we come up with or need, anything you need from Jerry, just call Jerry.
That's right, call him.
You call you.
I'll call that Jerry right there.
Hey, you want someone to cook you a burger? Get the grill ready. There you go. Yes, I've ate your burgers. They ain't bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Put a little Cajun spice on it.
No, you didn't put that on mine because I ain't eating nothing. If it's hot, I don't want it. If it's got to be warm. But again, see everybody Saturday in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, or they say it's Christiana, but to me it's Murfreesboro. Over at Jacobs Farms, Spencer Benedict's Stallion Preview.
Yep.
And it will, believe me, you're going to see some good horses over there and be a lot of people around.
Oh, yeah. Y'all be safe and be careful.
See everybody next week.
Working out hard every day to be the best I can. I shifted to the right, shifted to the left, hunker down low and reach high to the sky. Got my rhythm down pat, so they say. I'm looking like a winner in every way. So when I hear somebody say, what a horse, I know they're talking about me, of course. And I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Yeah, I'm a prime example of a Tennessee walker, a high-stepping, fast-walking Tennessee talker. I'm gonna be in that winner's circle someday. Please start talking.